Dragons have returned to Kryn. The Dragon Men have taken Solace. Its beautiful tree houses lie black and battered amid the stumps of the great Valenwood trees. Capac Draconians, armed with poisoned weapons, enforce a brutal martial law on the survivors. And Solace is only one outpost. The dragon armies control the plains. Only the elven kingdom of Qualinesti stands unconquered. The rest of the plainsmen suffer the most. The long slave caravan hauls hundreds of them to the fortress prison of Pax Vacus. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, except for KD. We're all here. Actually, except for Kemchan. Everyone with the name K. So anyway, welcome to Wicked Studios presents DragonLance, Dragons of Flame, oops, I forgot the comma, part 3.
Take it from the top.
Welcome, everybody, to Wicked Studios presents DragonLance, Dragons of Flame, comma, part 3, where we play the original DragonLance saga. I got the books right here to prove it, if you can see it, but you probably can't.
They're turning into your background.
Well, you do see that the background is close enough. That's the cover. So we played in 5th edition, and we use all new characters, except sometimes your favorite PCs from the original module show up in unexpected places. Like the bathroom.
Yeah. Or in completely expected places.
Yeah, like the bathroom. So let's go around and introduce, like I said, we don't have Kemchan today. He's in the middle of a bunch of stuff, but he'll be back from a brand new location. So let's start with Jason.
Knock on wood and cross my fingers.
He'll
Hey
be back at
everybody,
some
I'm
point.
Jason. I'm playing Zane. Sorry.
It's
You've
bad enough
been
when I
listening
forget
to
it.
Adam too much.
I have.
I didn't notice anything was wrong until you stopped.
Wizard and twin brother of Zarek.
Speaking of which, KD.
I'm also playing Zarek, and my name is KD, and Zarek is a elven fighter.
Gaz.
And a hero.
And a hero.
I am Gaz. I'm
God
playing
damn it.
Curlethlan, the half-elf rogue scout.
And finally, Wilda Playa.
Hey everybody, I'm Will Dot.
It
Player.
never ceases
This
to
time.
disappoint.
It never ceases to entertain me either. I'm playing Swift Fox. God damn it, Adam.
I should just have used those names originally because nobody else seems to know the difference.
It's continuous brainwashing. Eventually, it seeps in. He is also he's a cashew
Nope,
barbarian.
Keishu.
Cashew
He's a
barbarian.
He's a nut.
He's a nut, all right. And he's the fiance of Golden.
Yeah.
And he's a barbarian slash outdoorsy kind of archer dude.
And Kemchan is playing Gorel, a human fighter. raised by a dwarf, Flint Fireforge, who basically thinks he's a dwarf or acts like a dwarf. But he'll be pretty quiet tonight, I imagine. So anyway, let's get into previously on DragonLance. You need better sound effects all around. So anyway,
probably get Sirenscape.
Man,
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you work on that. If you Sirenscape, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Even though we don't use you.
We might start.
Yeah.
It's theoretically possible.
Right,
That's our promise to you. So anyway, the companions, unconscious after their defeat by the Dragon Army forces in Solace, were stripped of their equipment and weapons, locked in a cage as part of a slave caravan destined to go to Pax Darkus, along with the elf prince Gilthanus and the barmaid Tika. Swift Fox, the lone party member still free, left the town in order to set up an ambush for the caravan. Little did he know that the hobgoblin leader, Viewmaster Toad, had called in reinforcements, and there were far too many for him to take on by himself, so he just followed the caravan, staying just out of sight until something happened. Before the caravan left Solace, there were sounds of a fight, and the blacksmith, Theros Ironfeld, was dragged into the cage by a group of draconians, his right arm, his smithing arm, as it were, having been completely severed off at the shoulder. Gold Moon healed him, saving his life, and Gilthanus told them of Theros' heroics in saving both him and also smuggling elves out of Solace after the Dragon Army's occupation of the town. After a couple days on the road, the caravan approached the elven home of Qualinesti. A contingent of elves attacked the caravan, and with the help of Swift Fox, the group managed to escape. Gilthanus and the elves led the party of the prisoner and the other prisoners of the caravan into the magical woods surrounding the elven city, and that's where we're going to start tonight. So, you guys see, as you're racing through the wood, there's still sounds of battle behind you, although it is slowing down as the elves have been picking off the draconians really one by one, with the archers that they had hidden in the trees on either side of the road. Thank you, Belgarth the Pirate, for following. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So, you guys now see, as you're, racing through the woods, especially Zarek and Zane, a tall elf who seems to be in command, and that elf looks just like Gilthanus' brother, his older brother, Porthios, who you guys know. Porthios was always very by the book, is second in line to the crown, and has always taken that very seriously. Not one to joke around or to hang out with you guys, especially because you were also younger. But he calls everybody to a halt when you're completely in the woods now, so you can't even see or hear anything of the caravan. The escaped prisoners and their escort of about 24 elven warriors stand on a large clearing now, bright with dew and striped by the shadow of ghostly pines. Gilthanus says to you guys, "Give me a moment." And he goes and he speaks with Porthios for a little bit. Porthios then turns to the freed prisoners and says, is that a pirate voice? Maybe better than a sneaky southerner.
Stop reading that.
So Porthios turns to the freed prisoners and says, "People of Solace, you are free from the cages of the Dragon Lords. Where you can go, I cannot say, for all the land is racked by their evil. I suggest you try south, for once past Pax Darkus, you might find safety in the realms of the Southlands. I am not sure what you may find there, but the heavy fist of our foe has battered everywhere in the North Country. He turns from the mass of prisoners to you guys. He gives just a nod of recognition to Zarek and to Zane, and says, "I would ask that you please come with me. We're going to the capital, our capital, Qualanost. Gilthanas has told me a bit of your story. I know it would please my people to hear more." And you kind of notice the inflection on the word "my" there. And when he says that, he is looking right at you guys. Then he turns and walks off.
This is completely for you, Robert. So I start looking, I start going up to some of the other elven guys that are there, that helped out. And was pardon me, but you don't suppose that you could spare some of them arrows? I mean, y'all got quite a few, and my quiver's quite depleted.
Porthios, not even turning around, says, "You won't need those while you are here. We will make sure upon your departure that you have everything that you need."
Thank you.
All right. Do you guys follow him?
Yep.
Yeah, Zarek will look to Zane and then start
awkwardly give a nod to Zarek that this is the way we gotta go. Safe place.
I'm going to roll an insight to see if I can pick up on their awkwardness.
Okay.
14.
Well, you guys tell me how much you're trying to cover your awkwardness.
We're not.
Yeah.
So you can pick up on it, sure.
All right. Well, then I'll walk up next to him and go, is there something that we should know about here? I mean, y'all don't look too happy about finding your folk.
We had to leave in a hurry the last time we were here, and that's more than a decade ago.
Ah, I understand. Say no more.
All right.
So while we're walking, Adam,
Yep.
I'm going to kind of go up to Gilthanas
Okay.
and ask him if he can give us a little bit of information on what's changed since we've been back.
Much. But I will leave it to the speaker to tell you. And I'm sure you're tired and you look wounded. And they do have, although they left the others in the field, although there were, a bunch of the elf archers with them, but they did bring Theros with them. So Theros is with you guys as well. Tika is not.
Okay.
I know.
Before we continue on more, I'm going to ask him, is there any news of our mother?
Again, I think it's probably best for the speaker to have that conversation with you. And I know, as I was saying, that you guys are very, must be tired and injured, but I will ask that you join us in speaking with him, and then we will ensure that you get the rest that you need.
Very well. Let's continue on.
Okay. So you guys hear, as you're walking, a deep roaring sound thunders in the far distance. You guys, Zarek and Zane, would know that it is a waterfall, and that there are many of them around here. It's about several hours in the distance from where you guys are now. But you're well aware that it's that it's there, and it's one of the boundaries of the elven home of Qualinesti. So after several more hours of really walking through a smooth path through the woods, the forest floor ends abruptly in front of a deep chasm, and rolling blankets of moss coat both sides of the 100-foot wide gap. Billowing mist far below suggests the rapid waters cut along the chasm bottom. A narrow footbridge suspended from sturdy aspens spans the chasm. Gilthanas says to the others in the group that Qualinost is protected on all sides by such barriers. But I fear that even these will be of little aid against the dragon armies. So across the bridge, and I'll give you guys a little bit of an idea. It's not, I don't love the picture, but it gives you an idea of the bridge that you're now walking on, if I can find it. Here we go. And I will...
That's cool.
Let me show it to you guys as well at home. There we are.
Ooh. I'm happy I'm not afraid of heights.
Yeah, anyone afraid of heights is going to be a little bit
Isn't Flint?
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flint. Yeah, Flint is very concerned, and Gorell is basically holding him, half dragging him by the back of his collar. Across the bridge, a few slim towers appear through the aspens ahead. Porthios, you can see that, while he was sort of walking with a mission before, his steps lighten a bit, and you could tell that he's more comfortable here than he was when he was talking to the humans and dwarves that were in that caravan. And the dense forest thins out in front of the spires and the arches of Qualinost. The city is small by human standards, but by the same token, no humans could ever build a city like this. So there are 4 slender towers lined with silver, marking the 4 corners of the roughly square city. Between each of these towers, strings of slender arches, also silver, stretch in an elegant chain. A high tower of burnished gold dominates the city, throwing off sunlight in whirling, sparkling patterns that give the impression of movement. Of course, the tower is still, but the illusion is very realistic indeed, especially to those who have never been here before. It's really quite the sight looking at this, because you can't tell sometimes if it's you that's moving or if it's the tower itself.
I assume that none of us except Zane and Zarek have been here before?
Yes.
Okay.
So beyond the arches, the wide, quartz-lined avenues of the city lie dappled in the strange green forest light. Many of the city buildings are made of quartz too, and aspen beams inlaid with silver and gold. The buildings are tall and slender, blending gracefully with the many aspens that fill the city. And everywhere there is frantic activity. So female elves and elf children either rush about carrying large bundles toward the central tower or scamper toward houses empty-handed. The adult males are all armed and alert, graceful bows and slim long swords ready to meet any foe. Zane and Zarek, you guys would know that this is not usual.
Did you do your disguise?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is not a usual sight to see all of this activity. For the most part, this is a calm and serene place. Because of the elf warriors that are surrounding you, it sort of screens you from everybody else. So you're not noticed immediately. Eventually, there are a couple of children that look in your direction and see a dwarf, the large human, and also a Swift Fox, who's not that large but still a human, and Gold Moon, but particularly Flint and Gorell. Thank you, Paolo Covani, for following. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So they seem very nervous. Like you see them like crying out, and others pointing and whispering, and sort of their mothers taking them and leading them away. But they're not comfortable, and you guys know from when you were here, the last time. It's not often that there are, other races here in Qualanost, although there was trade. So, there were things. Flint had been here when you guys were children, selling his, wood and metal wares. The children always liked it when Flint came by because he would sell these, toys. So he was pretty popular then, but this kind of reaction is also a bit unusual.
So it's not completely atypical, but it's heightened.
Yes, yeah, by quite a bit.
How long has it been since Flint had been there?
Like
5
long
years,
time.
right?
No, longer than that. It was
recognized
before
his
you
kids.
guys had left
Yeah.
Qualinesti, so it's probably 25, 30 years maybe.
Right.
Okay, so I imagine that Flint isn't being recognized right now by anybody.
No, not by anybody that's seen him so far.
We still
So-
left in there.
Flint
So-
probably didn't travel in the circles of the speaker, right?
Not really. I mean, Gilthanas and his younger sister Lorana would have known him. Porthios, even when he was a kid, never played much, so he probably didn't. But the speaker wouldn't.
Right.
Definitely wouldn't recognize him.
Okay.
So they bring you to the directly toward the Golden Tower. Gilthanas and Porthios are leading the way. When you get to the tower, a pair of gilded doors swing silently open into a chamber that looks much bigger than the outside of the tower. The huge room has a white marble floor and walls. Many windows admit the sunlight and fresh air, and many elves stand here expectantly. The tallest elf here is dressed in yellow robes. His hair is tinged with silver. He steps forward eagerly, opening his arms to embrace Gilthanas and Porthios. And those of you with keen eyesight notice, just a little bit of a tear in his eye when he sees, especially when he looks at Gilthanas, and he says, "My sons, I thought I would never meet you again in this world." For a moment, joy rises in his voice, and then his manner becomes serious and says, "Gilthanas, what of your raid?" Gilthanas takes a look at you guys for a second and then steps forward into the center of this room and says, "Lord Speaker, my father, I have failed. We traveled with all stealth southward as was planned, yet fate had us meet a northbound army of the Dragon Lord. I was struck upon my head and fell into a ravine, thinking that to be the end of my days upon the face of Kryn. Sometime later I awoke and found tracks leading northward to Solace. Thinking to free my warriors who may have been taken prisoner, I followed. I found that Solace had been taken and its Valenwood forest razed, And with that, a gasp rings through the council chamber at the thought of the mighty forest leveled. Gilthanas lowers his eyes and speaks his next words with difficulty, and he says, "I found my companions in the square, tied to stakes made from the fallen trees. A large red dragon soared above them. I watched the people of Solace forced into a large circle around the captives. A great and evil leader, hidden by a beast-like mask, rode the red dragon downward besides the stakes in the square. He spoke as the serpent landed. I am Verminard, dragon lord of this realm. I have need of all mortal beings in the great work of the dragon lords. To those who obey shall serve me. Those who do not shall feel my wrath." Then the dragon breathed flame upon my fellows. A kind of madness came over me, and had not this man restrained me, and he points to Theros, I too would have been burned into nothingness. He risked his life for me, and indeed suffered the loss of his arm for the crime of protecting a frightened elf. Then he turns to you guys. I met them in the inn as I was waiting for Theros to try to plan my escape. I'm sure you remember Zarek and Zane. And with that, you hear sobbing in the background. At first very light, and then gets louder. And an elven woman with also dressed in resplendent yellow robes steps forward. It's your mother, Zerobi. Elves don't change a lot, particularly in just 10 years. Your mother looks older than when you last saw her.
So propriety wouldn't allow us to run over.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, and that's why you assume she stands where she is.
Yeah.
Elf
with
culture
that-
sucks.
With that, I will give her a nod, and then look over to Zarek, nod as well, and then I will message her with the spell message, telling her how much we missed her, how much we're happy to see her, and we'll have a proper reunion after the formalities are finished.
And she, looks at you, trying to hold back the tears that are, streaking from her eyes, and just puts her hand, to her mouth and closes her eyes and nods. The speaker turns to you, and says, after Gilthanas, continues to explain, what happened in the with the fight when you, helped him when the Draconians were attacking him, and getting caught prisoner, and also mentions the healing that Goldmoon did on Theros.
Did Gilfernus mention how Zarek almost single-handedly destroyed the entirety of the dragon army?
He did. Well, as much as he knew before he got knocked out, but he did talk of the bravery of both of you in this fight. And you can see when he does, Portheos shoots him a look, and it's fleeting, but you can tell that he's not pleased with the praise that Gilthanas heaps upon you guys. So the speaker then says, "Is it true? Healing has returned to man."
I think Gold Moon, after having dealt with the god and all that, has gotten a lot more confident than she was when she first was setting out. So I think
Okay.
she'll just stride forward and go, "Yes,
So
I am
with
the
that-
conduit of." Hold on, Mashakra. What?
Mashakal.
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 That was close.
So with that, Zane is going to step forward as well and say, yes, healing has returned. This is Gold Moon. They have indeed become a conduit of the old gods and have the ability to pass on healing towards others. They've saved our lives time over again, including Theros.
Who did we lose? Okay. Everyone's in the
Came-
same spot. Okay.
Yeah, it came right back. It's all good.
All right. Well, maybe the gods do in fact smile down upon us.
At least
The elves were always the favorite of the gods, and he turns to the group, and they cheer. And this is the first time really you've seen any sort of, forget about joy, but just relief in the eyes of everybody in this room. And the speaker looks at you and says, "I am glad that you are here, and I thank you for what you have done to help my son. Your tale is, well, an amazing one, and hopefully will be a help to this world." And then he looks at Zarek and Zane, walks toward you, puts a hand on Zarek's shoulder, and says, "And welcome home, boys. Now, I've kept you here long enough. You look tired and injured. I shall have a place prepared for you while you are among us. I would like to gather the High Council, and I would like you to join as my guests as we discuss the situation here, not just in Qualinesti, but also in the world of Kryn." Lorana.
When he says you,
Good.
does he mean just Zarek and Zane, or does he mean the whole group?
He seemed to be referring to the whole group.
Is Adam froze?
Yeah, which means that we're all probably.
Yeah.
That's what
Oh.
it is.
Ruh-roh.
Well,
We're
I
back.
can hear me. You got my back?
Yeah.
We see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so anyway, he said he seemed to be directing that to the entire group.
Okay, great.
And while most of the time when he addresses you all, he looks at the two of you. He's doesn't necessarily seem warm to the others, but also not unwelcoming.
Is this the guy who's named after a musketeer? That Porthos?
No,
Is it-
this
oh.
is
Conan.
no,
Yeah.
the their last names, Kane, and the speaker.
Yeah, okay, he's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Solastrin is his name.
Oh, yeah, his last name is Conan, right?
Yeah. So then he calls out Lorana. And you see an exceptionally beautiful elven maiden moving forward from the onlookers. And she curtsies slightly toward the speaker and turns to you and, and smiles. Her beauty seems greater as she moves closer. Yet she's still has a childlike air about her. She's a little bit younger than Zarek and Zane. So in human years, she'd probably be about 17, 18 years old.
Now.
Yes. The speaker says, follow my daughter and she will see you comfortably tended. After you have had a chance to wash, eat, and sleep, I shall send for you. And time is indeed short. So, Lorana glides toward the gilded doors, and they part for her almost as if a gentle gust of wind persuaded them to open. And she looks back at you all to see if you're coming.
I'm just following. Yeah, I'm just following the twins. So where they go, I go.
I follow the bluebird that flies in and settles on her shoulder, and
picks up some of her her train and.
Yeah. Yes. The gentle woodland creatures are making sure that her dress doesn't hit the floor.
And then she leads you into the streets of Qualanost. As she walks, she doesn't look back again as she, she walks down the streets. She takes you to a grove of aspens in the heart of the city. There's a clear spring with fresh water, many mossy beds around. There's pears, apples, and peaches all grow in profusion here. And Lorana, looks at all of you and says, please stay here and eat and get some rest. I'll be back when the seeker is ready for you. Everybody roll a perception check.
Swift Fox would be like, well, we don't even get a bed. Perception?
We don't get it.
Nope.
Twins don't got it.
Twins don't got it. We're too distracted by mom.
Yeah.
All right.
So Whole Moon don't get it.
Swift Fox and Curlethlan notices as she leaves, she turns again as sort of Zarek and Zane are sort of looking at each other, looks at Zarek, gives the briefest of a smile, and then turns and sort of skips away.
Swift Fox will lean over to Gold Moon. I do believe that one there's got a little something for Zarek. These elves are quite uptight. I don't think I would enjoy spending much time with them.
You got stoned by your people. They're doing a lot of
I didn't say I was down for my people either. The barbarian way is a harsh way, but yet fair.
All right, so you guys are left in the grove. There's plenty of places to sit or lay down and sleep if you want.
I imagine that Flint is asleep right away, and Garal has already eaten 3 apples and has 7 pears in his arm. He's just sort of
he's not even done picking one as he's eating the other.
He's eating the next.
Yeah, Swift Fox will get some water and fruit for Gold Moon.
Zane will quickly wash up and tend to any agreed, and then look for an opportunity to go and find his mother.
Okay. What do the rest of you want to do as you're waiting here?
Same.
It's still late morning, so it's still early in the day.
I'm catching up.
Although
with
none of you have really gotten much sleep.
Yeah, I'm catching up with
going to
Goldman.
rest as much as I can right now because I am barely standing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Zarek going to go with Zane, or is Zane going on his own?
Yeah, no, I guess you didn't hear me. I said I'm also doing that.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that. As you go to leave the grove, out steps a elven warrior. And roll a percentile die, Zarek, just to see if this is somebody that you know or not. We'll give it a 50-50 shot.
25.
Yeah, so this is... you don't know him well, but he's somebody that you have, trained with back when you were young. And he says...
Oh, damn.
I'm sorry, but...
Was he like...
he stands in front of your way.
Pros.
I don't know why that keeps happening, because I'm not freezing here, and these guys can hear me. So anyway, join us Tuesday nights. You guys, and let me know when I'm back.
You're back.
Okay. So...
no drop frames, though,
Is he-
right?
No,
is
it's
he
just
like
Zoom. It's just Zoom that's freezing.
Is he like a bad dude? Like, did we get along? Do I know,
I mean, he was, yeah, I mean, you don't know a lot about him. He wasn't a bad guy. But he is blocking your path.
Oh, like going out of his way to block
Ooh.
the path?
Yes. Like steps directly out of the trees.
Quellanesty bully.
Steps in front and says, I'm sorry, but the speaker would like you to remain here until the meeting later. And if you roll perception checks, Zane and Zarek and anybody else watching this.
21.
12.
Yeah, well, it makes sense that Zarek would notice this. You quickly, as you see him, Swiftfox is only looking for indications of love, not war.
Yes, that's true.
He's as you scan the area, Zarek, you notice that there are at least a dozen that you can see elves up in the trees, on the ground, bows out, trained on you guys, hidden. And if he hadn't popped out, you probably wouldn't have noticed them.
Guess you guys aren't part of the tribe anymore.
So I will say to this guard, we have been gone for a while and would like to see our mother.
I can take her a message, but unfortunately we can't let you leave here.
Why?
We're from here.
I'm just following orders.
Zarek will look to him.
Yeah.
Push them. Don't let these guys bully you around.
Just to fuck say that from back.
No. I don't even know this is going on.
Sounds
Yeah,
like-
Curlethlan's keeping quiet. He's smart.
So
I'm already
Well,
asleep. I don't know what you're talking about.
Garel's still eating. He's
It's
got
a good
hair
thing
dripping from
Jen
his.
is not here right now.
Yeah.
It would have been like,
Just get him.
Yeah.
This guy's not gonna stand in our way.
Yeah, Gorell would have been already attacking him, so that.
While Splint's
So roll
sitting-
initiative, I guess. No, I'm just kidding.
No doubt.
So-
You know, the first thing he says is, "We got a problem over there."
So Zane will look to Zarek and say to the guard blocking our way, let our mother know that we're safe. Let her know that you're not allowing us to come see her. And that we will see her at the meeting with the speaker.
Of course. He turns and looks at what Zane thinks is one of the trees. Zarek can see the elf hidden within, and nods, and the elf then pops out onto the path and runs back toward
That guy come from?
the tower. Whoa, shit! And then he goes. And then the other guard will step back and sort of lean up against a tree in the background, but doesn't look threatening. But you imagine if you continue on that path that it might change.
Got it. So I look to Zarek and I say, well, some things have changed, I guess. And then Zane will go and join Garel eating some of the delicious
that's
fruit.
Okay. Besides Curlethlan, is anybody else going to get any rest?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Swift Fox and Gold Moon are.
All right. Are you going to look for a short rest, a long rest? What do you want?
I'll rest as long as I am allowed to.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys are able to rest without issue. You can get all the benefits of a long rest.
Who said that?
I think you have to do it manually, I think.
Yeah, you have to do everything manually for that one.
Gotcha.
Zarek, while you're sleeping, you feel a hand touch your shoulder and sort of shake you awake.
Okay.
And as you open your eyes, you see Lorana, and she quickly, puts a finger, up to her lips and says, "Shh," and then, come with me. Don't wake the others."
That's Zane.
Do you go?
I said, what about Zane?
No.
Yeah, she's only got eyes for Zarek.
He'll hesitate, but then go.
All right, so she sort of leads you off, and she says, quickly, come this way, and brings you through trees into another small clearing, very close to where the camp is. And she looks around, says, "Okay, I think it's safe here." And then she turns and she just runs and just gives you like a giant bear hug around the neck.
Mhm.
Thank you, Snowbound, for doing something that I couldn't see.
Huzzah!
And then she
Snowbound cheered 193.
Yes, thank you, Snowbound, for cheering
Thank
193.
you, Snowbound.
So she looks at you and she says, "I knew you would come back. I knew it. The others said that you were gone for good, but I knew that you would come back. And just now, when we need you the most.
Need us the most.
Oh, come on, silly. This is a terrible time. There's war everywhere. We need you. And I'm sorry about all this. And she sort of gestures back to the grove where everybody else is still sleeping. And she says, you know my father, and, well, you know Porthios, and trust is a hard thing to come by nowadays, and you've been gone for so long.
Zarek's still a little sleepy. He's like, yeah, we just want to see our mom.
And says, I spoke with your mom, and I believe after the council meeting you'll have an opportunity to talk to her. If not, then I will sneak her in. Thanks, Maria Antonin, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Thanks, Queen.
Scared my cat.
And-
yeah, so he'll say thank you.
And she kind of looks a little disappointed. And she says, then she looks around and she says, I did miss you, you know.
He'll say, yeah. Zarek's not a smart guy.
Yeah.
Han
Great.
Solo, eat your heart out.
Oh, bad.
I missed you too. But he'll like kind of like, yeah, I missed you too.
And with that, she smiles and she says, okay, go back. I have to, I'm supposed to come and get you, but I wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to talk to you first. And then she starts to go. She turns back, she runs, gives you a kiss in the cheek, like blushes, and then runs back through the trees.
Kind of hard to misinterpret that.
That was weird.
I stand corrected.
All right. And then she will make her way back to the rest of the group with a couple of elf guards. And you can tell that she's acting more like the speaker's daughter here.
The stuck-up Elvin.
And and she says, excuse me, everybody, excuse me. If I know that you're tired, but the council is meeting. If you could please get up and prepare yourselves.
Zarek's like, I'm already up.
Okay. Swift Fox will look over and then squint at Zarek and go, Zarek, is that lipstick you have on your cheek?
I think it's fruit.
Definitely looks like fruit.
Bro, do I have fruit?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to wipe that off.
It is rude to see the
Oh,
speaker
then
with
sleep on
fruit on
fruit.
your face.
Yeah.
All right, you guys all up and ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
And she'll give you time to like pack up your stuff and all of that. She will lead you back to the tower, and the entire population of Qualinesti seems to be gathered around the wide square. The warriors are in the center ring around the speaker, and several of his chief lieutenants. The other men, women, and children are more distant, but still observing the proceedings. Near the speaker is one of his chief lieutenants, is your mother. She's probably 2 or 3 people off to his right. A path opens through the crowd to the center of the circle, and the speaker looks up with a cool stare as you all enter his sight. And he says, "Forgive our somber air. These are heavy times, and we face the beginning of a long and lonely road. Look, if you will, upon our situation." The speaker gestures to a detailed mosaic on the ground. The colors and shapes seem to represent a map of some kind. As the circle of elves draw back, the land of Qualinesti and its surroundings are displayed entirely. And I will show you guys something of what they're looking at. And let me zoom out here. So, it's obviously fancier than this. But, oops, sorry those at home, I'm trying to get this in a place where you can see it. Alright, so you can see where Qualinesti is, and Qualinost in the capital city, which is right here. Pax Tharkis is down here. To the north is Solace, Gateway, and the Plains. So the speaker continues. Here and here, and then he taps the end of his staff against the northern communities of Solace and Haven. Haven is off to the west of Solace, the southwest. Two huge armies of the Dragon Lord Verminard have gathered. Even now, they prepare to invade the ancient elven home of Qualinesti. And he looks down for a second and then collects himself and says, "There is no way we can stand against the might of such hordes. Our only choice is to flee Qualinesti to the west and hope to bring our people safely to some land that is in that unknown region." The speaker pauses to let his remarks sink in, for it is indeed stunning to think of the elves of this fabled wood, elves who have lived here since the Age of Dreams, forced from their ancestral home by the cruel might of the Dragon Lords. Still a third dragon army poises against us here. Now the speaker's staff strikes sharply on the narrow pass of Pax Tharkis. We have learned from captives that the Dragon Lord would like to see the race of elves driven from Kryn. And they have nearly succeeded with respect to our kin of Sylvanesti. Here, in the depths of Pax Tharkis, work the warriors of Solace, Haven, the Plains, and other northern lands who were taken alive. Why would they slave in the mines, gaining iron for the forges of the Dragon Lords? Thank you, Jeff Russell, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Thanks, Jeff.
Why would they slave in the mines, gaining iron for the forges of the Dragon Lords? Because also here, and the speaker's staff strikes Pax Tharkis with a vengeance, are there women and children, hostages, lest the warriors can display the rage and hatred that they must feel against their villainous masters. This was the reason for Gilthanis's mission only a few short days ago. He and his band were to enter Pax Tharkis by a hidden route, the Slamori, known only to the elves. They would free the hostages and lead the slaves in a revolt, escaping to the south and drawing the dragon army in pursuit. The humans can reach safety and elude the dragon men, for the mountainous route contains many secluded valleys where they can hide. Yet, they will never have a moment of freedom unless some means of rescue is offered. It is our belief that you should accept this heavy task, and looks at you all. Gilthanis has offered to accompany your party and show you the ways of the Slamori. Even the room of the Great Chain, the quickest entrance to the fortress itself. If you accept this opportunity, you not only offer freedom to those of your kin, and he looks at Gorell and Swift Fox and Goldmoon, and Flint. And you notice that he hasn't made too much effort to look in your direction, Curlethlan. But you also offer our beleaguered folk a chance to escape Qualinesti alive. A chance to live that many of ours were not given when humans caused the cataclysm, the turning away of the gods.
Speaker.
Is he done speaking?
Yep. And then he just looks at you
Okay.
expectantly.
So Zarek, with utmost respect, will say thank you, but why us? Thank you for this honor, but why us?
There are a few reasons. One, Gilthanus has given me his word that you are to be trusted. Your heroics in Solace have not gone unnoticed. Also, he needs people he can trust. And Zarek and Zane. He thinks that's you. The rest of you, the fact that the gods have given you the power of clerical healing, that have entrusted you to tell tales of their hopeful return. I believe that to be a sign.
Swift Fox will take a step forward. You're all correct. I am a chosen of the gods, and I would be going to this Pax Tharkus with or without your permission to free my people. Your assistance is appreciated.
He'll just nod at you. Bit of a smirk, but he nods at you.
Speaker,
Yes.
is there no way we can mount a defense here in Qualinost against the Dragon Army?
I wish that were the case. We have spent many hours, many days, many weeks, trying to come up with some way to save our land. But look at what they have done to the cities of the north. We may be able to hold off one, maybe two, but 3 armies. It is not worth the cost of innocent lives. We shall find a new home.
Is there a way that we can mount additional strike forces against these armies, weakening them from inside?
Well, I fear that it would take more than the 7 of you. And I counted first.
Yes, Zarek. Is that
Believe me, this is not a matter we have taken lightly, and not a decision made lightly. This is the only home that any of us have ever known. This is the home that Kithcanon had left everything, sacrificed everything to give to our people. But I will not see my people burned. I know it has been some time since the two of you have lived here. I would hope that you would consider us still your people. And your people need your help.
Zarek says, of course.
Absolutely. We will help and go to the south. I'm just wondering if there are any other efforts that our people can partake in while we're on this mission.
We have tried everything. Now, our focus needs to be on finding a new home and keeping everybody here safe. How about the rest of you? And finally, he looks at Curlethlan. You have elven blood.
Yes, and
Do you know anything of your elven ancestry?
I know very little about my mother. Only what I've heard told from others. That of her raven hair and crystal blue eyes, and very little else, honestly.
He looks at you for a moment, and you almost see a hint of sadness in his eyes. I wish I knew more. However, I can tell you this. Whether your kin is here in Qualinesti, or whether it is in the ancient homeland of Sylvanesti, the elves and the humans are in grave danger. If you discover more information about your family, if there's anything else that you know, and you help us, I promise to do everything in my power to help you find the missing answers to your heritage.
That's actually more welcoming than I was expecting from you, so I truly appreciate that.
I do, Gorell.
Where we get to fight dragon armies? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm in.
There you go.
Just point me in the direction.
Yeah. Check out my hammer.
Yeah, I imagine they have to be like,
Yeah, no, God, tone it down just
Even
a bit.
Zarek's
These are
like-
elves.
Grill.
Guys, did I tell you what I did to one of the Draconians while we were his head popped like a fucking melon, dude.
Pulled him right through the bars.
I pulled so hard through the
He's
bars
like-
that his head exploded.
Like, look, I still got
like-
brains on me. It's fucking disgusting.
Mission.
Something about my
Curlethlan
mouth
looks-
been tasting it for 3
Curlethlan
days.
looks like he gets a little paler at that. Like,
Well, if we are all in agreement, I think it's best to leave before daybreak. Gilthanis can lead you to the Slumori, where you should be able to enter Pax Tharkis. What you will find there, well, we can only guess. But if you are able to free the slaves and distract the dragon army that is held up there, well, you will be doing everybody on the continent of Abanancia? Question mark.
How close is it, Queen? How close did he get?
Abanancia.
Abundancia.
Abanancia.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! A huge service. And we will never fully be able to pay the debt that we would owe.
It'll be an honor to help our people.
Well, then I thank you. I saw that.
Did you?
I don't know that I am going to get there. Especially
he's
with
not.
that one. We need to get off this fucking continent so I can... to somewhere else I can pronounce. Thank you, Amanda Rue, for liking the stream.
Huzzah! Thanks, Amanda.
The meeting of the High Council has ended. He looks at you all. If you will remain momentarily. Everybody starts to clear out the square. The lieutenants, including your mother, stay close by. Obviously, a contingent of his guard stay close by. And he says to Zane and to Zarek, oh, I got you guys mixed up on this thing here. I didn't even realize that.
Wait, do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
on the
sure do.
map page, just not the...
Yeah, you were right in the other one. I'll fix it momentarily, yeah? There we go. So... I imagine that a homecoming of sorts is in order. Zerobi, your mother steps forward. Your sons are home. And then he looks at the rest of you and says, Gilthanis will meet with you when it's time to go. Again, I thank you. Then he bows and leaves. Porthios gives you a look of concern, especially to Zane. And then he nods and leaves. Gilthanis hangs out, but away from the group. And Zerobi runs over and just grabs both of you and pulls you in closely and hugs you both. That's my sons. Thank the gods you're okay. And I'm glad that we could see each other at least one more time in this world.
I'm sorry it's taken us so long to return.
Why did you go?
We'll look at each other. To look for Dad.
Yeah. Among other reasons.
And she looks at you and she says, yes, I see. I've always suspected that you had magic running through your blood.
We wanted to keep you safe.
Sarah just looks to the floor.
It was more important to me that you be safe.
Do they know?
They did. I don't know the details, but there was somebody who one day spotted Zane conjuring a spell or something. Forgive me, but it's not an area that I know well. I didn't hear about it until after you left. But
I wish we could have told you. But it was a secret that needed to be kept in order to keep you safe and in the life that you have earned and deserve.
my dear boy, you can tell me anything. My safety is nothing without my family. But you're here now. And you're heroes. Thank you, George Shannon Ferguson, for sharing. Huzzah!
Thanks, George.
Tell me, did you hear of any word of your father? Thank you, George Shannon Ferguson, for liking the stream.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
So Zane will look at the floor and look over at Zarek, look back at their mother and say, no word.
Well, I feel in my heart that he is out there somewhere.
He is.
He
We'll
is.
find him.
If anyone can, it is you. And she gives Zarek a smile. Always one to protect your family. Thank you for watching over Zane.
He's the reason I'm alive.
Yup.
I don't want to keep you because I know you have a lot to do. But it is so good to see you. Please be careful. I'd rather this not be our last meeting.
It won't be.
It won't be.
Well then, go get some rest so you can save the world. And then she looks at the rest of you guys and she says, and I am counting on the rest of you to protect my boys.
I just look over at Gorell.
Don't worry, I got it.
So when she goes to leave, I would like to stop her for a second
Okay.
and ask her, Mother, I would like to ask you a favor in a professional capacity.
Of course.
What do you know of the Forest of Wereth?
Well, not much. I know that there was a tower of high sorcery there. I don't know if it still is. I know that most of the towers were destroyed before the cataclysm.
One still exists.
Is that where you learned your magic?
Yes. I think the powers within the tower could be helpful to our cause. We could get word to the wizards there. They may be able to add some form of help to our plight and at least make the travel easier, if not help repel the dragon armies. But I think there needs to be some contact made with them.
The wizards. I don't know much about this. But from what I do know, the wizards can't be trusted. They abandoned the world even before the cataclysm. And I certainly don't know anybody who would even be able to get to the tower. It's guarded by a magical forest, even more than Qualinesti, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is.
I don't know how I can help in this.
You don't have any... The speaker doesn't have any access or contact with the tower?
Not that I'm aware. Although, I certainly don't know everything that the speaker does. I know that prior to the cataclysm, there was more communication between the wizards and the elves and the dwarves and men. But since... As I said, I thought all the towers were destroyed.
Would this be something you could bring up to the speaker as an avenue of help?
I will talk to him. I can't promise that it will do any good.
Would he be receptive to the idea of help from the wizards?
I don't know. But he will at least listen to me. Hear me out, if nothing else.
Don't put yourself in any danger. If you feel this is a line of conversation that will go poorly, I wouldn't even pursue it.
I have worked with Celestrin for a long time. I have disagreed with him on matters far greater than this. And if this is a way that could possibly help our people, he will at least listen. He may not have an avenue to reach out to them. He may not want to. But don't worry about me.
At the very least, please have the conversation out of earshot of Porthios.
Oh, of course. Porthios would not like this at all. But I'll tell you what. I have the speaker's ear far more often than that stuck-up elf does.
All right. That's what I wanted to talk to her about. So.
Okay.
I gotta say, Elven society is very uptight. No one has even mentioned your gold skin.
He's in disguise.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that I didn't know that. I might have said something.
And she gives you guys a hug again and says, "Come back to me."
This is not our final goodbye, Mother.
It better not be. And she smiles and walks off.
I know that look. We'd be in trouble if we're dead. She's gonna kill us.
And with that, Lorana appears and says, "I'm to take you back now." That's too late. You're giving a lot of mixed signals.
He's awake.
I'm to take you back. Gilthanis will meet you at the clearing.
Oh yes, to find accommodations.
It was super comfortable,
I know it is. He's just being an ass.
especially compared to a cell that you were in last night.
I wasn't in one.
Fair enough. Yeah, you were awake all night.
Yeah, that's true.
Chasing after them. Yeah. You got a lot of cardio in.
Adam,
Yep.
One more thing I'd like to see if we can get. Is
Okay.
there anything that the elves can provide us in
Just gonna
terms
ask that too.
in terms of weapons, armor?
I've already been
provisions?
asking everybody about
Healing
that.
potions.
Yep.
No healing potions. You did get them in a magical forest from a unicorn last time, so that's
True.
I wouldn't know that.
they're not easy to come by. But yes, whatever weapons or armor that you need, you can get. If you need any like materials or anything like spell components,
I'd like
be
the
able
cops to help
find-
us.
Yeah. I know. Shit, the fuzz. So you can whatever arrows you need, or if you need any weapons or anything like that, you'll be able to find.
So I could technically replenish all of my starting. Oh, that's right. I erased it off of my character sheet.
Yeah,
But I
you
can replace it again,
See,
right?
instead of on Roll20, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you. All you need to do is just unclick it.
Oh,
You don't have to erase it, and then if you get it back, you just click it again.
but I don't trust myself not to use something like that.
Fair
So
enough.
better just to get it off.
Yeah,
the sheet.
Lord Forth says rope.
Lots of
And
rope.
hey, Wiley Hop.
Lots
Oh,
of
that's
rope.
right. We've
Yeah,
used
we
all
need-
our
we
You
need
do
lots
you
of
do
rope.
need some rope. Yeah, you can each get
Good call.
rope, whatever.
Elven
Oh.
rope.
Yes, whatever you need. So why don't we do that during the break since it's 10:33 Eastern time.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out and watching us here. We will be back in a moment. So feel free to refresh your beverages,
You fucked it up.
your snackages.
Nope, that's not the way you do it.
That's the way you do
Check your porch for any packages.
Ooh, I like that. Gonna have to incorporate that.
it. And he fucked it up. Now he fucked it up.
Now I fucked it up.
Your
And anyway,
snackages and your beverages and your packages.
and we will be right back.
Yes, and coffee. How much is an explorer's pack weigh?
I kind of wish we had started the episode like back up with Gary doing that.
And with that, we're back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wicked Studios presents DragonLance, Dragons of Flame, Part 3.
Okay.
So, the group going to Pax Darkus, help free some slaves, help distract a dragon army, hopefully not get killed in the process.
Yeah, that's
You can't.
I'm going there because my people are there, not because these stuck-up elves want me to go there and die.
Zane and Zarek are not allowed to get killed because if we die, our mom will kill us.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily want you to
undead
die.
It is.
Yeah. It's like a twice-baked potato. We're gonna twice kill you. All right.
So, I'm okay with that.
What's up, Desmodes?
Adam's frozen.
I'm not. You guys are frozen, not me.
That's fine.
I say that every time, don't I?
So anyway, so you guys go back to the clearing. Gilthanus meets up with you. Basically walks through the area on the map here where the Slamori is. So you got to do a little hiking. It says it'll take about a day. Thanks, George Shannon Ferguson, for sharing again. Huzzah!
Thanks, George.
You guys got any all your weapons, refreshed your ammunition, all that stuff that you wanted to do?
Mm-hmm. Hey, weren't you going to talk about something?
Oh yeah. So I should have mentioned with the hero point tracker. Who was it that gave the bits? I got to look back up. Snowbound gave 193 bits. So that brought us to 6,000. So I'm not letting them use hero points in this game. But what I had said earlier is once we get to that 1,000, we get everybody gets inspiration. So everybody has inspiration. So basically it's like a hero point.
This is what we call compromise.
It is compromise.
I love you, Adam.
And I love you. Now, on that note, I'm still looking for ways to kill your character.
Oh, I know. That goes without saying. I'm number one on the hit parade. I know.
Yeah. So my love does have bounds.
It's
Is what
because
I'm
we
saying.
drew. No, it's not because we drew stuff on the last map.
No, it's because
That didn't help.
all the times he's killed my characters, including
Yeah.
my goblin companion, most recently.
Yep.
Join us Tuesday nights for the Greyhawk Adventures to find out what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So he says it'll take about a day. There's a secret entrance through the Slamori, and he can. You guys have heard of that, Zane and Zarek. Slamori in Elven means what? Secret way.
Hey.
They're not very creative with their titles, but they've named the secret way Secret Way.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Nice.
And he says that you'll leave in a few hours, or we're ready to leave right now as long as you've got everything that you need. So again, any other weapons or armor or arrows or anything like that you need?
Be done.
Zarek
All right.
has so many arrows he needs to carry it like in his arms at this point. He's like
Oh.
walking out like this with so many arrows.
Gillian just looks at you and shakes his head. Doesn't say anything.
I've got two quivers,
He's like, I'm
so
ready.
I get it.
Yeah. Arrows are falling out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you walk, leaving a trail behind directly to the secret way.
I got a cap on mine, so you know, just in case.
All right, so it's a little before dawn. You guys have already got enough rest, so you are fine there. Any provisions or anything like that, you're able to take. So you have probably rations for like, we'll say 2 weeks worth of rations.
I was gonna say, how long does it? We said it takes to get.
It's only about a
There.
day to get there.
Yeah. Okay.
But then You've got to figure out what happens afterward.
Right.
So, and all you know is that the Qualinesti elves are trying to head west.
To the Grey Havens.
In hopes that there aren't any dragon armies there. So, you guys head out. There are a number of elves already up, getting things ready. What'd you say, Will?
I was going to say, well, of course, because they don't sleep.
Fair enough, yeah.
Woo!
Thank you, Sidorin77, for cheering. Is that enough to give them... I lost my track. There it is.
That's
6,500.
65 is 500 away from another inspiration point.
Our inspiration points, like...
Reroll.
I'll let you stack them. If people are going to give bits, I'll let you stack them.
That'd be cool.
Normally I wouldn't, because I don't like you guys that much. But I do like the people in chat. So, for them, I will do it.
That's fair.
All right. You guys are on the road. Well, not really on the road, but walking through the woods. Not much is going to happen between here and once you get to this little mountainous area over here. Is there anything you want to do? Anything you want to ask Gil? Or do we want to just skip ahead?
I've got nothing to do.
The reason why people were acting so strangely when we came in, does that, can we assume that's just because, like, war stuff, or?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're assuming because they had already heard that it was time to pack up and leave. And they were
That's
going.
kind of what I figured. I
Yeah,
just
and
didn't
they
know
had.
if I should inquire with Gil.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask more about it if you want, but I mean, the assumption is that they're all, and that's what you see them doing, like in the morning, is getting ready to, like, they're leaving today.
Gotcha. Ooh,
So
that sucks.
So Giltinus took his squad this way the last time.
Thank you, Sarah Poe, for liking the stream.
Huzzah! Thanks, Sarah.
They did not go this way.
Okay.
They went in another direction from around the other way, because they knew of the dragon forces to the north. They didn't know that there was another army moving northward. You could, and it wasn't really even a full army because it was just a small group similar to what you guys have, but you could also make the assumption from what was said that the group of the K-Pac Draconians, thank you, Sidorin77, for cheering 500 more. So now you guys get another, you're 7,000, you get a 2
Yeah.
inspiration points.
Nice.
So, anyway, it could very well have been that group of K-Pac Draconians that came back with the slave caravan, the empty slave caravan, to Solace that they met on the road. The timing of it would probably work out. Wait, nope, that was before then. So, who knows? But anyway, now they're aware that Pax Darkus is more heavily guarded than they thought. And they know that there's another army contingent there from what they were able to find. And now they're trying this way. And Giltinus was going to lead another group in there anyway, but since you guys happen to come along...
Yeah. We get it, lambs. Got it.
Well, again, he's sending his own son in there with you.
I know, because he doesn't like him. I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah, he didn't send Portheos notice. All right, so you guys travel better part of the day. It's getting to be evening here. So far, so good. Then you come to a spot in the road where there are a number of dead elves and draconians sort of lying.
And well, hold on, not to interrupt you. And draconians, like I thought they like blew up, turned to stone, and it turned to dust. And is there some that are actually there?
No, that's true. We'll say goblins and hobgoblins instead of draconians. Although there's a lot of dust, so you imagine that some of the dust is from dragons. A lot of the bodies are covered in dust. So
okay.
And
I just didn't know if we were going to encounter a new form.
No, that's a good point. But anyway, it's almost like a pile of elven corpses in the road.
How many?
Probably 10.
Were they stacked in a pile, or did they fall in a pile?
It was sort of fallen. It doesn't look like they were put there specifically.
Got it. And Gil, do any of these look familiar?
He says yes, and he runs toward them, and he's like, "This is the rest of my group." And there's movement from underneath a couple of the bodies, and a hand pops out, and you see what looks to be a human at first. Reddish hair, full beard, but you can
Sorry.
But you notice that he has pointed elven ears.
Oh, I know who it is.
And Gilthanus looks down and says, "Tanis?"
Mm-hmm.
And the one he calls Tanis looks up and he says, "Watch out, it's a trap." And then sort of like falls back. You can't tell if he's unconscious or not. And I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative after we get to the map.
Do we have cool fighting the bad guy music going on?
I do have something that I could put on. So, sort of. All right, so put yourselves around your old, Gilthanus's buddy Tanis. I will put Gilthanus out.
Oh, sorry. Did you not put the tracker up yet?
No, I didn't.
I thought I saw it at the corner. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It may still work. I just have to get.
Yeah, lots of times it'll still.
Where the hell is? Oh. Whoops! There he is. Move him.
Oh, fourth, that would actually be really cool if that's what happened.
What?
So there's a type of draconian that when it dies, it leaves the body of looks like one of your friends behind.
Dun dun dun. All right. Yeah, yours worked.
Okay.
I'm gonna give control to Gilthanus to Zane. Do you mind?
Why is everybody rolling 16?
Because it's a good number. Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Zane?
I broke the trend.
Yeah, Zane got a 20.
All right, Jason, you're going to be in control of Gilthanus, okay?
Cool deal.
Gorell and Flint had to go run off into the bushes a little bit, and we told them to catch up.
I will...
That's fine. They don't have to be.
I'm just going to put Gorell on there. I'm not going to... Or I'll just put Flint. Who should we put on there? Gorell can hit twice. We'll put Gorell on there. Flint is in the background.
Yeah. this is not boding well. He's saying we need the extra help.
You might. All right, now I need to get to the GM overlay as these guys pop out at you.
Them dare be draconians.
Okay, this is not bad.
That's enough, Adam.
That's it. That's all.
You know what? I've taken more before.
This is nothing from Zarek.
Is that all you got? Oh wait, that's correct.
All right, so why can't I click on? Oh, because I'm on the wrong stupid thing. I need to get to this. I will roll his initiative, even though he's half unconscious. And let me roll one of these dudes. Do I have any open? Nope. Do I have one clicked? Click.
You could always just type it in.
I got it.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah, Puff the Magic Dragon lives by the sea. That's the song that's playing right now, guys.
Nice.
All right, you guys are not going to be able to hear it, but the people on
Gotcha. The
home will be able to.
and,
So what's the likelihood that I've ever actually met another half-elf?
It's unlikely. There aren't that many of you.
Right. Yeah, I just wasn't sure like how rare we are.
Yeah. But this guy, really... No, I'm just kidding. You went to meetings with him.
We're all
yeah.
buddies.
Yeah. You went to Half Elf Anonymous with him.
Okay. I'm not sure what that means.
I don't even know what.
Me either. Anyway.
I want to go human anonymous.
Gilfinus is up first.
All right.
Tell me in chat if this music is too loud. Or if it's too soft. Or if it's just right.
So, Gilfinus is going to go over here, slash at this guy with his longsword.
oh,
Alright.
Make sure.
Half elves like mules can't have kids, says Lord Forth.
That's.
That is a miss.
Does he have a second attack?
No.
No, just one. Okay.
NPCs only get one attack.
Yep. No problem.
Oh wait, did I do? Yeah, I did him, right? Yeah. Nope, I didn't. I gotta do my buddy, Gorell. Alright, let me just re-sort. Okay. Then Gorell. Gorell has more than that, doesn't he?
Can you guys hear that? Is that too loud?
no,
Here's-
it's fine.
Yeah, a little. I have a hard
It sounds
time.
like somebody
How many
practicing
hit
the drums.
points does Zarek have,
It's
out of
my
curiosity?
neighbor. Yeah. Zarek has 44.
Why does... I don't think when Kim Chan leveled up he did his hit points. Because he only has 30 hit points.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
did.
seem
That's-
right.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna... Alright, we'll talk about what else goes on this channel while I...
Not a problem. Hey, everybody. Don't forget that every Tuesday here on the Wicked Studios LLC Twitch channel, we have Greyhawk Adventures. And that is at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Wednesdays, currently, we are doing Wicked City Kindred, a vampire V5, because they're cool. That's how they do their 5th edition game, which is actually now in Victorian London. There was some time travel that was involved. I didn't realize that there was a thing in Vampire, but apparently so. And that too is at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Also, upcoming, now I do know that this is a little ways off. We've got in October, and if you scroll down a little bit, if you're on Twitch, we have buttons down below. But starting in October, down here, I can tell you, October 2nd through the 4th of this year is going to be virtual Greyhawk Con. So if you're into Greyhawk, and you can click that, and it'll take you towards the sign up for that. Also, if you haven't joined the Wicked Studios Discord channel, there's a button that you can press down there for that as well, which will take you to our marvelous Discord channel where you can tell Adam what he's done wrong.
And then eventually I might go to Discord and look at it.
Yes. That's the beauty of it. You can go in there and trash talk Adam all you want.
But Will read it and laugh to himself. All right, but we're ready now. Sorry about that, folks.
And I promise I won't tell Adam anything that you write about it.
All right. Guiltiness missed. Zane.
All right, I am going to cast Snowball Swarm on this guy right here. So everyone within 5 feet of him has to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, so that's 3 dex saving throws.
Are we...
Not 4?
No, including...
Oh, this guy too. I'm sorry, yeah. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4 down here.
Do we have any drop frames?
No.
Okay, then it's probably just me. Is everybody else... Let me type it in there.
Everything else here. Thanks, N7 Stormtrooper 2, for following. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Thanks, Stormtrooper.
Yeah, no, there's no issue with the frames here.
Okay, then it's just me then. No worries.
Okay.
The DC is 16.
16. Got it. Number 1. 19.
Pass.
Number 2. 12.
Miss.
Number 3. 21.
Pass.
Number 4. 13. So
Miss.
every other one missed.
So 2 and 4 take 12 damage. 1 and 3 take 6 damage.
Got it.
And I will move right here.
Alright.
Dunsies.
Says Zane.
Yep.
Alright, Garel.
Word.
Alright, Garel is going to run up in here and hit this guy twice. If I can find a sheet. Garel. He's going to hit with that big old warhammer of his. Two-handed. A 12 will miss. Second attack. Jesus. He misses.
Oof. He does
All
have
right.
double inspiration.
And Zarek's turn.
Yeah. Zarek's gonna run up to this guy and use his longsword. 19 hit.
That hits.
That's a crit for you.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, because it's +5.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's not a natural 19. Yeah.
9
9.
slashing.
Okay.
And that's a nat 1.
And that's a miss. Okay. Yeah, you hit him with the first one, but then he swats the second attack away as it comes through. Swift Fox.
All right. Okay, so Swift Fox is you guys crowding the guys. Let's see here.
There's a lot of people behind you, keep in mind, too.
Oh, they're behind me? I don't see
Yeah,
those
cool.
guys.
They're all over the place.
Oh,
Like
back
there's
there. I
guys.
see what you're saying. I was thinking
There's some
down
up this way
below.
too.
Okay, so I'm going to just move to here so I can get a shot on this guy. And I miss. So I'm done.
All right. Gold Moon.
Gold Moon is going to come up here and check on Tanis.
All right, he says, just keep an eye on the others. I'll be okay.
If I heal, wait, I was about to do Swiftbox.
If I heal you.
She's channeling her Swiftbox. If I heal you, can you fight? She's gonna ask him, if I heal you, can you fight?
I think I can do it on my own. Thank you.
Okay. And then she will.
Keep in mind, he has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Does he look bad? Like
He's
he
covered
looks...
in blood.
Yeah, that's what. But she's going to do a medicine. She doesn't have medicine, of course. Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, she does. Hold on a second. Here we go. She's going to check it. 21. Does this dude need healing?
No.
Okay, then she's not going to heal him. And she's
everyone else's blood.
yeah, exactly. She's done.
Yeah, he doesn't look. He actually does with that roll. He doesn't look wounded.
Aha. Tanis in this world's a traitor. Gotta remember this, guys. Okay, she's done.
Curlethlan.
Okay, well, I'm going to move down here and use my cunning action to hide. And then I'm going to shoot at this guy right over here.
Okay.
I still should have did that.
That'll
too.
hit.
Okay.
And you get your sneak attack because you're with advantage because you're hidden.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. He doesn't look nearly as good as he did before you shot him.
Unfortunately, though, when you do it in that route, you're not hidden now.
I'm not hidden now, but I
No.
got my
Okay.
sneak attack down.
Okay, I was just making sure
Yeah.
they. Okay.
I mean, they know where we are in general. I'm not.
Yeah. You just
All
did
right.
You just did a peekaboo.
Yep. Their turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. He's gonna... That's all he can do because he used his action. No, he can't do that. He can go under that tree. Okay.
That's fine. So.
I'm gonna have two guys attack. Actually, he can move here and attack Swiftfox. So first one's gonna attack Swiftfox.
Yeah, that would be us. I did it again.
Longsword does a 20. Yeah, 23 hits you. What am I talking about? For 6.
No, it doesn't.
A 22 will also hit you for another 6, so 12 altogether.
Dang it.
The next guy is going to attack Garel. A 10 will miss. And a nat 1 will miss. The next guy is going to attack Gilthanus. 23 will hit
Yeah, it's
for
15.
for 9. And the second attack is a 7, which will miss. Gold Moon is going to be attacked twice. A nat 1 and an 8. So that's the first guy. Second guy. Why are my lights blinking? 12 miss her.
Yes.
And that'll hit. For 23 for 8, so she takes 8 points there.
You know what? She didn't get leveled up. Is that okay?
Yes, she wasn't
Okay.
supposed to.
Okay, cool.
She's the level she's supposed to be right now. I'll let you know when she's supposed to level up.
Gotcha. And she took how much? I'm sorry.
8. This guy misses Tanis. And then 2 guys attack Zarek up an 8. It's good they didn't have advantage, or it would have been a nat 20 and a 12. Both missed. Second guy. Come on. 13 and a 17. Does 17 hit you?
17 hits.
For 8 slashing.
Hey, Adam.
Yes.
How much damage did Giltinus take?
9, I believe.
Okay.
Alright, and that is it for them. Tanis' turn. He's going to attack the guy that attacked him. And miss. Giltinus.
Alright, Giltinus will attack the one above him, this one here. And miss.
Miss. He even has a +1 on his sword there. He can't hit for shit.
Oop.
Zane, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna do Burning Hands this way. Get all 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So, they have a DC 16 save,
What kind of save? Dex again?
Dexterity.
First one. 15 misses. 21. 19.
That's enough, Adam.
20. Only the first guy.
What have you been saving up for this
I
game
guess so.
this night?
I can't roll for shit usually.
Alright, so you take 1 and 10, so 10 damage. The one who fails takes 10,
Everybody else takes 5.
everyone else takes 1. Wait,
Alright,
this
well-
takes 6. Hang on. Should be 3d6. Not doing the extra one. Hold on, let me see what.
Did you do it at a higher level? Because that's what it looks like.
I did. I did it at level 2.
So 3d6 and then another 6. Yeah, so that's right. So it's 11 altogether. 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1. Alright,
Oh,
so this
okay.
guy is dead,
It's
the
just
first
a-
guy.
I see. So yeah, the first one takes 11. Everyone else takes 6. This guy's dead.
He's dead.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna move. Where am I gonna move to?
You'll get an attack of opportunity. Oh, no. I'm sorry. He's dead.
You know what? I am gonna move over here. This guy's probably gonna get an attack of opportunity. Oh no, I'm not leaving his threat range.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this guy, you're next to him, too.
Yeah, but I'm not leaving his threat range.
So where are you going?
I'm gonna go right there.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're fine. You won't get an attack. Okay. Garel is going to attack the same guy.
Yeah.
And miss. And miss. There you go. There are the misses you were looking for.
Oh, no, that's not what we were looking for.
You wanted me to miss. I missed twice.
Yeah, let me be more specific.
I rolled 2 crit fails for Garel in 2 turns here, too, so. Alright, Zarek.
He's gonna turn around and get this guy. Eight
Miss.
misses, 12
Miss.
Yeah, there's 2 inspirations if you
Oh yeah.
Are you gonna use one or are you done?
Yeah, I'll use one.
All right. 23 will hit. For
Nice.
9, which guy was that? The guy directly above you or to the side?
No, this guy.
Oh, this guy down here? Okay.
Wait, what does inspiration do? I thought it
Allows
just
you
gave
to
you
Reroll
advantage.
the d20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good reroll.
Well, it gives you
Essentially gives yourself advantage.
It's an advantage, but
Yeah, I mean, effectively it does, I suppose.
so
But
like
Well, it's
Yeah.
great for rogues because that gives them an automatic trigger on sneak attack whenever they want.
So if you rolled a regular roll, but you only rolled one, that's where you roll.
you'd have to say you're gonna roll it before you roll if you
Correct.
want sneak attack damage on there. All right, Zarek, you done?
yeah.
Swift Fox.
All right, I drop my bow and whip out my short sword and dagger, and I'm going to attack this guy. So let's hopefully. Do I have it on here? I do not, so I'll have to roll it here. Okay, so here's the short sword.
Miss.
I'm going to use inspiration. But
Okay.
we are going, when we use inspiration, I already have it down at his advantage, but I would roll again, correct?
Yeah, you roll again.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, here's the dagger. Son of a bitch.
That's also a miss.
Yes. And then I'll just
Think that of
I was thinking of screaming to Goldmoon to get down here, but I don't think I'm gonna do that.
No,
Things are
she will
going so
take a
good.
lot of, yeah. It's Goldmoon's turn.
She's got really no she's got no offense, dude.
You didn't get her any weapons when you were in,
She has a staff on the sheet,
that she doesn't have that staff anymore.
but that's what
You
so
can say she has a
regular
quarterstaff.
staff. Okay, so she's got a quarterstaff. So I will roll, and I'll just use this right here. So there we go. 15 is what she rolled.
No, that misses.
Okay, that's what I thought. She's done.
Curlethlan.
Okay, well, I drop my bow and pull out my bright blade, and I'm feeling inspired. So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Alright, that hits.
So 18 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Up, but he doesn't look good. You just take him, you cleave like right into him, like right where his like as he turns as you're attacking,
No,
and you
I
cleave
didn't do it this time.
right between no, I don't think she has spirit guardians. I don't think I gave her that. Cleaves right in between her or its rather like shoulder and wing. Now it's their turn. It'll start with you. $22 for 9.
Ow.
He gets
Alright,
you.
I'll use my uncanny dodge.
Okay, good idea.
nice.
So I guess round out 5 points. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then a 10 will miss on his second attack. Doot. All right. This guy is going to attack Swift Fox.
Mm-hmm.
14,
That, sir, is miss.
and a 9 will also miss. So this other guy will attack Gereld.
Oh, I gotta remember that. I got that. Oh, hold on.
That hits. Yes.
Wait. Okay. You can move up to half your speed as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you. This movement does not provoke an attack of opportunity. I shall move.
Well, there's another guy though that was already there that will provoke an attack of opportunity.
No, if they end their turn. Well, yeah, he already ended his turn before. Well, they're kind of
But see,
technically
in
all
the-
going on the turn. Same it.
In the skill, the whole movement doesn't provoke opportunity attack.
Okay.
Yes.
It's
All right.
not
exactly.
specific to the person that was to the.
All right. So so that's
Yeah.
part of that.
Yes,
Scout
part of
thing?
being a scout. Yeah. So
Okay.
5, 10.
Once again, Swift Fox running away from
There you go. No,
danger.
I'm helping out my my buddy over here because now we've got the flanking going on.
You don't have flanking in this game. Otherwise, you guys.
Well,
would be...
for we're rogues. We're rogues. He will get his
All
sneak
right.
attack damage now.
That's fair.
Follow?
Okay. Yep. All right.
Yes, because something else Adam wouldn't give us.
You know how much damage you guys would be taking right now if I did that for your own benefit. Because I knew there'd be a lot of draconians surrounding you guys
the way I see
most
it,
of the game.
That's okay. It's not the way I see it, but it's
You don't have to see it that way. Anyway, next attack will miss. He gets another guy attacking him. That'll hit for another 9. This is against Gorel. Let's hope you don't kill Gorel. And that's a miss. 2 guys attacking Gilfinus. 11 will miss. 14, I think his AC's 15, right?
Yes.
Alright. Second guy, 15. There you go. That's 7 points for him. And that's a nat 1. Alright. Gold Moon has an attack on her. And that's a miss. Second attack. 9, that's also a miss. The Tannis, they will miss. And miss. Now this guy is attacking Zane. 21 will hit Zane, I imagine, for 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna use the help reaction.
Okay, what does that do? Disadvantage, so he would have missed with a 6.
Yeah.
And then a 12 also misses, I imagine. 12 hit you or no?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay, and now 2 attacks against Zarek. 23 will hit for 8. And a 12 will miss. Tannis' turn. He's going to attack that guy next to him. Double 11, so he missed. Gilfinus.
Gilfinus
Is surrounded.
Long sword. Same one, the one above him. Miss.
Gilfinus over 3 here. I don't think he hit anybody in that other fight either, did he?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
He needs a +4 or 5 longsword, not a +1, because this shit ain't working. Zane.
Alright, I'm gonna magic missile this guy.
Okay. The guy up in the corner?
Yep. So he takes. Why didn't that go 3 times?
Yeah, he's got one more.
There it is.
Mm.
So he takes
10.
10 points of damage.
Alright. He's looking real bad. That just bam, bam, bam.
Yep. That's it.
Gorel wants revenge.
Oof. Yay.
Alright, finally hits that guy
Alright.
for 14.
Wow.
Unfortunately, he's still up, but he's looking real bad there. Alright. I guess another attack. Right? No, that was the second one. Alright, Zarek.
Same guy. This guy down.
Which one attack gets get in the corner? That's fine.
Oh, that missed. I'm gonna use this guy is right. That guy that I just pinged.
Which one? Do it again for me.
The top right corner.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Yeah.
There you go. He is down.
Nice.
Well, turned to stone, but your sword is also stuck inside of him.
Yeah. Cool.
But good news is that he's turned to stone. You have another attack, probably, right? Or was that your?
No,
Nope,
the
that was your
first
second one.
missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swift
Use
Fox.
the second wind as well.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Swift
second
Fox.
wind. Not second wind. Second
Yeah,
wind.
second win.
Yeah, second one. He is going to attack the guy that they're flanking. So, oops, wrong one. Here we go. 22
That will hit.
for 7 plus
It doesn't matter.
He's dead.
7 for 14.
Yeah. All right. Your sword is stuck inside this dude.
Got it. And then, son of a bitch. He's going to come back up there. He's going to pick up his bow. All right, that's it.
All right. Gold Moon.
She's going to attempt to whack the one that's between Zane and Gil with her staff and miss terribly.
Curlethlan.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stay right where I am and switch to that bow that I dropped on the ground there.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot at this guy right here.
Okay. That hits.
Okay.
He is
for
down.
19 damage.
Yep. Whoops, wrong button.
And then I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they forgot all about you.
Fine.
Yeah. He just throws like a smoke bomb. And then when it clears, he's
He's
gone.
Batman.
All right, their turn. And next time we're going to put Flint in on Garel's turn here too. All right, this guy is going to attack Tanis. Miss. Miss. I'll start from the top this time. This time, this guy will attack. The guy above will attack Zarek. 15 hit.
No.
And a 6 will also miss. The guy below is going to attack Zane.
I'm using help, so it's disadvantage.
Alright, 12 misses. Second time. That's a double crit. Oh, come on. What was these rolls? 4 points of damage with
Yeah.
for a crit.
That's hilarious.
Um,
It's the best crit in the world.
Yup.
For the other.
the one below Gold Moon is going to attack her. Miss. 23 will hit for 8.
Okay.
The one next to Gilthanis is going to attack. 21 will hit for 10. Oof. 23 for 4, so that's 14 altogether.
He's not doing so good.
And 2 guys are going to attack Garel. That will hit for 6. And the second one will miss. Alright, and... Oh, I forgot that guy was dead. That other guy would have attacked Swift Fox, but it doesn't matter. Oh wait, that guy hasn't done anything yet. That was still the first guy, right? Yeah. The second guy's going to attack Swift Fox. 8 will miss. 17 hit you
I'm pretty sure it does. Let me double check. Yep.
for 6 points. And that is it for them.
I use my ability.
Don't you have to do that on your turn, though?
No, it is a reaction.
Oh.
So when they end their turn within 5 feet of me, I get to do
You
it.
run away. Okay.
I maneuver. It's not running away. It's maneuvering.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Bravely
Yes.
runs away.
My mistake.
Yes.
All
it
right.
is.
Tanis is going to attack that guy next to him. Miss. He's a lot better in the book. Gilthinus.
This guy, same one that he's been swinging at. And missing.
Okay.
So let's see if we can just keep the trend going.
Yep. The trend
Yep.
goes.
Sure does.
Doesn't hit. Zane.
Alright, Zane will... Let's throw some magic missiles over this way.
All of them.
Yep.
He is dead.
Nice.
All right. Is that it?
That's it.
Garel. He's going after the guy next to him. We'll miss.
Oh, for crying out loud, Adam.
And we'll miss.
Oh man.
He is going to action surge.
There you go.
Try that again.
Oh, this better not be 2 more misses.
A miss.
Son of a bitch!
And a miss.
Oh my goodness.
He's also going to use a second wind, which is 8 plus your level, right?
I have 10 plus.
10 plus
Oh,
your
10,
level.
because yeah, I get it.
You roll a d. Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
roll a d10.
He gets
Oh my
kidding me?
god!
6 points back.
No.
All right. Zarek.
I'm gonna.
Wow,
the,
0 for
the
4.
other guy, the guy didn't crumble yet, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, I'm gonna shield smash a couple. That guy right above me.
Okay.
That's
a
crit.
crit.
There you go. How's he looking?
I mean, you heard him just then, but that's the first time he's been hit. So yeah, you smash him in the face, and he's got some blood dripping down his dragon face, but that's about it.
The 15 misses, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You want a 17, you can imagine.
Good job, though.
All right, Swiftfox. Are you done running away? You're a little close to the action still.
I'm shooting this guy that's just south of
Gold Moon.
Gold Moon.
That hits.
27 for 7. Hold on. And 5. Okay, so 12 points.
He's still up.
And he's yelling at Gold Moon, "Get the hell out of there!"
Yeah, he takes a shot right in the back, but he's still up. And it's Gold Moon's turn.
Gold Moon is going to cast. I get it. Yeah, she better do that. Okay, here we go. Loop, loop, loop. 12 points on herself.
Okay, so give her that. Lord Forth says, running away is when you leave the dungeon with your party still fighting wisps and you're the mage. That was a little crack against our friend Wesley.
Yes. I'll be sure to tell him.
Join us Tuesday
Lord
nights
Forth.
for Greyhawk Adventures.
Who said that? Fourth?
Forth.
Yeah, Lord Forth.
I'm not surprised.
Me either. Okay, is that it? For Gold Moon?
Yeah, because she can't move without getting... You know what? She is going to move and take the attack of opportunity. 5, 10, 15.
She will take 2 attacks of opportunity. Well, I guess, yeah.
Just one. There's only one that's alive in
5,
threat
10,
range.
5, 10, 15, that's 20. But if you go around that way, it's fine. So let's take 1 attack of opportunity. An 8 will miss.
Yep.
Curly.
Is this guy up here just taking a smoke break, or?
Shit.
That's the guy that's going to run away and tell them that they weren't successful if we survive.
I didn't. He wasn't on my screen, so I did not
okay.
see him.
Thanks, Gary.
I was gonna go for him.
Yeah, he has a little tag that says on his armor that says trainee. So he's watching at the moment.
No, he's got a big sticker across his chest that says Student Draconian.
Student Draconian.
Yeah.
I'm going to be shooting at this guy here next to Gorell. And that missed. And then I'll use my bonus action to hide.
Okey-doke.
Oh, that was not very good at it.
Nope, you are not hidden.
Yikes.
You think you're hidden.
His
be
butt
fair,
sticking
you
out
rolled-
behind a rock.
Yeah.
Everything
No,
else
his
is
head. He's like, you can see everything chest up. He's like, if I stay really still like a bunny. All right, now it is their turn. Let's have this guy come down and join the fray. Thanks, Gary. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, no worries.
Look, 25. He can get there and attack the wizard.
Great, thanks, Gary.
15 hit Zane.
Yes.
Disadvantage.
All right. That's a crit.
So 15.
We'll use the 15. So 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 10 will miss.
True.
All right. The next guy will attack. There we go. Next guy will attack Zarek. Seven and a 17. The 17 will hit, I think, right? For 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot to have Flint attack that last time. This guy sees an arrow coming. He's going to risk an attack of opportunity and go after you. He will take the attack.
Tannis ain't gonna hit him. He hasn't hit anything.
He hasn't, that's why. 12. He still can't hit shit.
Broken? For real? Like,
No, it's rolling the right thing.
my 1d20 plus 0.
Oh,
I
it's
think
actually 1d20 plus. It is actually hitting. You have to add. From now on, I'm going to add 3 to that. It still wouldn't have. It still wouldn't have hit this guy, but he should have a +3 that he's not.
He should go
worried.
after Flint. Flint hasn't been hit.
Right, but you're shooting. Flint hasn't done anything. So anyway, he's going to attack you twice. That 1 will miss.
Also, you killed God.
23 exactly.
You did kill God.
Well played.
23 for 3 points of damage.
Okay, I will use my ability as well.
Tannis
The fuck out of there.
is going to move down here to help Gilthanus and attack the guy below. Even with the +3, that ain't going to do much.
Nope.
Gil,
All right. Gilthanus is going to disengage and move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because he is low.
all right.
Done for Gilthanus.
Zane,
Okay. There's 2 here. You hit this one, right?
yeah,
Um,
he's been hit, yeah.
This one. That's been hit.
Adam just said yeah, so.
All right. So I will Burning Hands. Regular level 1. At
So-
the 2 guys right there.
Okay.
1 and 2. So DC 16.
First one misses. Roll for 2. Second one rolled a 13. They both miss, so that's 11
Nice.
for both.
Both take 11.
And I think this guy will be done. Nope. Almost. Still up. There we go. I'm going to do Flint first, since I'm going to forget him otherwise.
Smart.
Alright, Flint. Come on. There we go. Nat 1.
Oh, Jesus.
Garel.
Our NPCs are
I
doing
got to
great
point out,
today.
Flint had nothing to do with Gob's death. Okay, I'm gonna point that out.
Garel. Jesus Christ. Misses.
He's only hit once tonight, I think.
Yep, and misses. Alright, that's them. Zarek, your turn.
That guy hasn't crumbled yet.
No, but he looks like he's gonna crumble after their turn.
Great. Okay. Another shield smash. That's a fail.
No, yep.
It's a good thing you don't do
19 hits.
critical fails.
That will hit.
7 bludgeoning for the guy.
This guy over here.
Zane.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, he takes that one to the face. Says, ow.
Oh.
Swift Fox.
Okay, Swift Fox is going to shoot this guy right there. Oh, for Christ's sakes.
That will miss.
And, yeah. That's it. He's standing right there.
Gold Moon.
She will raise her staff above her head and charge it. Ah! And she's going to come over here and attempt to whack that Draconian on
Nice.
top of his head. With a 15, so woof.
And, Mashakal whispers, thank you, Robert Jackman, for liking the stream. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Mashakal whispers in her ear and says, maybe heal the people that can actually fight. And it is Curlethlan's turn.
Okay. I'm still shooting at this guy here.
All right.
She does have healing word.
Miss.
Ah, come on. And then use my my bonus action to hide again.
Let's see what you got. There, you feel like you're successfully hitting that time. All right.
Swift Fox, hide.
Their turn.
Why?
I don't know. You're standing in the middle of the road.
Well,
All
yeah.
right.
I
Zarek.
could see your butt hanging outside the rock last time you tried that.
13 will miss. A 20 will hit for 9.
Ugh.
Gets a good hack in you right there. Zane. Miss. 23 will hit for 8.
You get disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay. That's a 9 will miss.
Yeah.
So comes in for the second one. Zarek puts his shield right up in front, clangs off, and let's see. He's gonna move up here and take an attack of opportunity from Garel, because Garel doesn't hit anything. Let's see. And he's going to attack Zarek as well. 23
Oof.
for 9. And a 16 will miss, I believe.
Yes.
Alright. And one goes against Tanis. Where's the... There they are. That will hit for 10. Oops, I didn't put Tanis' hit points in here.
He's got 75.
He's got 35 now. And he's going to attack him again. And we'll miss. 2 guys against Gorell. 14 will miss. A 16, I believe, hits. Just hits for 7. And 1 will attack Flint. 16. I didn't put this in here. Where's Flint?
Pretty sure that hits.
I think it does too. I think it's a 15 is his 18, so...
Did you just say 15 is his 18?
This is AC.
Oh, okay. I heard 18.
Alright. That's it for them. Tannis is going to attack the guy below him. He hasn't hit anybody yet, has he?
Maybe once.
Nope. Not hit anybody right now. Gilthanis.
He'll use his bow on this guy.
Okay. And miss. He hasn't hit anybody either.
Nope.
Wow. Zane.
Run away. I can burning hands.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Oh, the other guy crumbled, by the way, after that,
awesome.
Zarek, so your sword is free.
I'm gonna burning hands this way. Get these 2 through with it. Or should I go down this? No, I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. So DC 16 deck saves.
Alright. For the 2 up at top again.
Yes, sir.
Well, this guy is just going to die. Even if he makes it, so... He had 1 hit point left.
Nice.
That guy, I guess, could theoretically survive. A 5, he misses.
Alright. So 8 damage.
He's dead. And now there's... Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4... There's 5 now.
Okay.
Gorell! We'll do Flint first. Let's see if an NPC can actually hit something. That's the wrong guy. There he is. Battle Axe. We'll miss.
Not today.
Gorell. There we go. Slams this guy down in the head, killing him. Turns around to attack the other. And miss. Well, he took down 1. Zarek.
He's gonna grab his long sword and get that guy just below him. 9 slash.
Nice.
Oh, whack.
Oof, almost takes him out.
Well, this next one's gonna take him out if it hits, and it does.
He's down. And your sword is stuck in him.
Oh, right.
I was gonna say shield bash him, but
Yeah, well,
Yeah, none of you guys have figured that one out yet, so.
I'm just getting really excited about having
no, I got my
back.
sword back.
Yeah, damn it!
God.
Swift Fox, we got 3 left.
He's gonna shoot the same one right here. Attempt to, anyway. Next to Gorell.
Okay.
18.
Hits.
7. 15 points of damage to that guy.
Nail him right in the side of the neck. Blood spurting out all over Gorell, but he's still up.
That little son of a... Okay.
Gold Moon.
Everybody just got 7 hit points.
Everybody? Oh, it's Mass
Yep.
Healing Word.
Mass healing
Oh,
word.
wow.
It's a
That's great.
60-foot radius. So
Wow. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Including the draconians.
Including all
No.
the draconians.
No! Gold Moon, stop! No, just the good guys. So Gilthanus gets a 2.
Yep.
Everybody was within the 60 foot.
All right. There you go. There she is healing stuff. Curlethlan.
Yeah, back on this guy.
Miss.
Come
That would
on.
have been a lot of damage if you hit him, though. So, there's that.
Yeah, okay,
Tannis.
bonus action to hide.
Okay, what do you got? There, you feel pretty hidden.
Over here, I'm hiding.
Tannis is going to hit the guy below, or try to attack the guy below him. And miss.
Nope. Did he ever hit?
Not once, no. He came close on his, yeah, Gilthanus is in there.
He's gonna use his bow on the dude Tannis is fighting.
Okay. Hit.
Hey, he hit something.
For 1.
Yeah, buddy.
You want to hear the funny thing? You want to know how many hit points he had?
1.
2.
4. He's got 3 now. Chipping away.
All right.
Zane.
Zane is gonna go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he will chill touch this guy.
Okay. Is that a deck save?
Nope, this attack roll.
No, that hits.
24 hits, so 6 necrotic.
Okay, he takes it. And he's now chilly. Alright, Flint will attack that guy. And Miss Garel will attack the guy behind him. 18 will hit
Ooh, yeah.
for 8, and he's dead. And then he's going to attack the guy up here. And
Yes.
hit
He's dead.
for 12, and he is dead.
Crumbled.
And alright, there's one guy left.
Yep. Okay, we'll do it. Gonna shield smash him a couple times. That misses. That misses. That's it.
Alright, Swift Fox.
All right, I'm going to shoot the last guy. 17, you says
Hits,
hits, right?
Yes.
So 9
He's
plus
any plus, he's down.
9 plus 10, so 19 points.
He had 10 left. Whew.
All right.
That was close.
It's
Nice.
close. All
Actually,
right.
it wouldn't have been close at all if we'd have rolled it. Well, let me rephrase that. Well, yes, too. But mostly Adam's NPCs. If they had hit.
My NPCs rolled very well. Your NPCs that I was rolling for rolled very poorly.
Zarek's gonna ask if it's cool if we take a short rest.
Yeah, but we're gonna do that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week, because it's 10:57.
And
You know what I mean? 11:57. I
she,
got all those things wrong.
Gold Moon does have Prayer of Healing.
So
Oh,
So,
what does that do? Is that it for everybody?
up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range each regain hit points. Your spellcasting ability modifier, blah, blah, blah.
So there's
2d8
9
plus-
of us.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't need it.
Yeah, it just
I'm fully
takes.
healed.
It just takes. Where's the time? It doesn't have it on the sheet. I think what it
Flint
is
is fully
because
healed.
it takes a couple of minutes.
what
It's
does it
not-
do?
It's not a quick heal.
Well,
I'll
you'll
look at
have a couple minutes here, so.
Yeah,
But what does it do?
Plus 16.
16 hit points worth of healing.
Yeah, Zarek would appreciate that, but would still want to take a short rest.
All right.
What was your stuff recharges?
Like, who else is?
Your-
And I wouldn't be able to. So.
All right, guys. So we will end there tonight. You guys are very close to the Slamori. You found another famous NPC.
Quite ineffective.
He cannot hit for shit.
And
He's
he
more
drew
of
us
a-
into an ambush. This guy's a traitor. We gotta take him out.
He told
I
you
agree.
that it was a trap. By the way. Anyway, so join us here Tuesday nights for Greyhawk Adventures at 9 p.m. Wednesday nights. What goes on at Wednesday? Will?
On Wednesday nights, we have Wicked City Kindred, where we play the Vampire the Masquerade V5 edition.
And
At
then
9.
Fridays, of course, we have DragonLance also at 9. Replay through the original DragonLance saga with all new characters, although some of your favorite characters appear in weird spots, like underneath a pile of corpses.
Yeah.
I had to get Tannis in here at some point.
How'd he
Yeah,
get
you
there?
did. You did.
You guys missed Tasselhoff Burfoot, by the way, when you were in Zaxxara.
What?
Too. You came so close
darn.
to. You came so close to finding him.
Aw.
Now he's dead.
He could be. You don't
Now he's
know.
dead.
He could be dead. You don't know.
Nah, it's Tasselhoff.
Um,
He ain't dead.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us here on D&D Friday night. For Gaz, KD, Jason, Kim-chan, and Will.Playa, I'm Adam, and we will see you next time. So, happy 4th for those of you who care about that. And happy weekend to everybody else. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Hi, guys. Thanks for showing up.